Hello everybody and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. So last time we finally unlocked robotics, and so that's what we're going to be spending the majority of our time doing, because I know there is something we can unlock if we go through with that. But we will also keep an eye on Tangent. Since we're in the engineering wing, I don't think we will miss anything. But I will also be trying to do organizing stuff too. I may actually start with that because I really want to get organizing to 100 just so I could get that achievement. Oh, you can be Lum's assistant. Ooh, maybe we should do that in our evil run. Because in our evil run, I'm going to be very, like, patriotic, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to listen to everything Lum does, and I'm going to be Vase's girlfriend and stuff like that. But that is a run for another time, so let's just deliver supplies. Seek looks completely swamped when you report for work. Yabby, finally, they snap, though you're not even late. I need you to take care of these deliveries. There's too many. You grumble and bring up the manifest on your holopalm. What? There's no route planned. And some of these are time-sensitive? Most of them will take multiple trips, too. A few of them are alive. It's a total mess. Seek ignores your grumbling. It's your job to deliver these supplies, not mine. Quickly, there are more deliveries coming out of the nanoprinter every hour. Oh, this is going to be tough. 85! Come on. 6, 5, 4... Oh, I could do it. 5, 4, 4, 3... Oh, we good. 9, 6, 5, 3, 1, boom! Oh yeah, you don't know how you manage it, but you do. Every delivery done on time and no spoiled your waste. You plan the most efficient route, too. Seek is impressed. Well, as impressed as they ever are, and they give you a small bonus. A really small bonus. Are we even surprised with them? They've always been that way. We have to bribe them. Oh, the sun rises again after glow, heralding a new year. It's your 16th birthday. You wake up in your new quarters, blinking into the watery sunlight. Dust motes flow through the air, and you take a moment to enjoy the perfection of your bed while you listen to the sounds of the colony waking up outside. So much has happened in 1 year. Just a few short months ago, you thought your life was over. Now it's better than ever. There's plenty of food, the colony is safe, you even have your own bedroom. You're considering snoozing until your dad wakes up when your reverie is interrupted by a blinking holo message. It's a text from Tang! Joyous observance of the anniversary of your birth, it reads. Another comes in. That means happy birthday, of course. Then, in case you didn't know. Wow, a whole 3 messages in a row from Tangent. That's pretty gushy for her. Scrolling through your other messages, you see some gossip about Cal and Tammy. Apparently, they're dating now? Whoa! You check the relationship status on their profile. Yep, both of them have changed it to in a relationship. Oh yeah, that's what someone else mentioned too. Someone said in the comments that if I want to date Cal, I have to get rid of Tammy. So we'll keep that in mind. When we do our Cal run, we will have to let Tammy die. You know, just a morbid thing to talk about on the birthday. Your dad wakes up shortly after that, and you order up your traditional birthday breakfast feast. He gives you a big squeezy hug and tells you that he's proud of you. Aw, Dad. Oh! Extra card draw. Draw an extra card at the start of the challenge. Yes! We're getting there. Ooh. Yes, we've already got the bar set up. Perfect. Now I can give him stuff. Hugs incoming. We'll make sure to keep track of that, because apparently there is a cute scene with Tangent and Deece. But we need to unlock it first. We gotta get to it. We'll work hard for that one. I'd like to see them reunite, even if I've been told the ending is super sad. Bots! You're heading back to your quarters at the end of the day, and as you pass by the medbay, you hear shouts and scrambling from within. Several surveyors have come back with serious wounds, not the usual broken limbs and sunstroke. One of them is holding a towel to her own leg, staunching blood flow from a massive animal bite. Another looks nearly blinded from acid. Looks like chaos in there. I might as well help, I can. Gosh, it's a good thing you were here. Triaging and getting the most badly wounded into the medbeds is difficult, and others need traditional medical attention while they wait. It's hectic, stressful work, but you're able to keep your heat and provide assistance. Good work there, Yabby, Chief Engineer Instant says. You know, with how the colony's grown, I could use an assistant nurse here. Someone I can trust to take care of things while I'm working in the lab. Come by next month and give me a hand if you're interested. Ooh, I'll have to do that sometime. I wonder if one of the jobs is nurse. Probably. It looks like there's a job ending for, like, every single thing. nice. Okie dokie, that's the end of the month. Just wanted to make sure I could get a mushwood log for Rex, because the sooner we can build this up, the better. So let's see, I got you a present. Boom. Yes. Apparently it's easier to build up the next time, so let's hope that's true. Hugs incoming. Tang. I have a medical herb for you. Boom. There we go. And now I still am not too stressed out, so back to robots. Security Chief Rhett has brought in one of the sentry turrets for repair. The damn things are jammed again, he explains, exasperated. They turn on, but instead of firing, they just make a loud buzzing noise. He flicks the turret on, and the room is filled with high-pitched clunking squeal. You wince and cover your ears. It's annoying, but it's not very effective, he shouts over the din. Can you make them kill things again? With bullets, not with noise? Hang on. I want to see what happens if I say no. I'm just curious. No. Oh. I'll do it. I want the money. And the levels. I can do it. Working on the turrets is a bit of trial and error, but you figure it out. You fix the jam one, grease the rest, and adjust their programming so they don't shoot quite so fast. After a few years out in the elements, they're getting some wear and tear, and the old machines need to be operated more delicately. You suggest that Rhett requisition some crews to build shelters for the turrets. Rhett is impressed by your handiwork and transfers you a few extra kudos. Nice! I have a lot of kudos. I am hoarding it. 666! I just repaired Satan's weapon. Oh, the shimmer! You check your holopalm message. There's a colony-wide notice telling you to stay put. What if I go to the med bay? You rush to the engineering wing, trying to hold your breath as you pass through the thick clouds of pink sparkling pollen. Security Chief Rhett blocks your way to the med bay. What are you doing here? You should be in your quarters. From the med bay, you hear the sounds of sneezing. Your dad sneezing. You shout for him and squirm to try and get past Rhett, but he practically lifts you off the ground. You fight until he lets you through. Oh, God! I saw this image in YouTube thumbnails. I didn't know how to get it. Oh, I'm here before he's dead. Hey, little aubergine, your dad rasps. He looks terrible. He's covered in the shimmer and shaking as he takes pained breaths. Chief Engineer Instance glares at you, but she doesn't tell you to leave right away. You sit beside your father's bedside. Your dad grabs your hand and pulls you close. Your awareness narrows to just the two of you, the rest of the room falling away under the gravity you feel when he locks pink-rimmed eyes with yours. Yabby, my sweet little cherry tomato, he says, trying to smile for you. I don't think your old man's gonna last much longer. You sob and try to pull away in denial, but he just shakes his head. You're gonna make it through this, he wheezes, his voice brittle as a dried flower. I love you so much. Instance tries to separate you so she can administer something, but your dad waves her away. He hasn't stopped staring at you. You're the greatest thing I ever cultivated, he chokes out. You're going to be fine. I love... His eyes roll back into his head, and the medbed lets out a horrible droning whine. Instance yells at you to leave so she can save him, and you flee the room. When they finally let you in to see him again, your dad is lying in the medbed asleep. The shimmer is all over him now, and his skin is glittery and strangely lumpy, like something's growing out of it. Something is growing out of him. You realize as you see Instance carefully scrape what looks like fungus from his shoulder. She places it in a petri dish and hands it to Tangent. There are tiny fungal growths all over him, even ones poking out from the corner of his mouth. You watch with disgust as a thin trickle of glittering pink dust leaks off the tip of it and disperses it into the air. Tangent places the sample from your dad under the analyzer and turns it on. She looks tired. I'm sorry, Yabby, she mumbles. We were so close. I know, but I knew this was gonna happen. I had to do it. What happens now? I miss my dad, I miss my mom. Chief Instance asks you to visit. Hope this information will give you some comfort. I'm gonna be numb. Keep resting. There we go. Took the month off. We're gonna get... Oh, finally we can get rid of that one. That one is evil. What happens now? Now my dad's dead. Is Tangent gonna want to do something about this? Oh, yeah, people aren't gonna talk to me right now because everyone's mourning my dad. I'm fine. I've already been through this. I've seen him die so many times, you guys have no idea. I'm gonna work on the robots. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna work on organizing. I'm awfully chipper after losing my dad again, especially after I actually got to see him die this time. The good news is, Seek is so money hungry that they don't give a shit and they're probably like, just fucking work. I don't care. Hey, we got more organizing. Alright, is everyone done crying about my dad? Back to robotics. Might as well visit engineering after my dad dies. Repair robots. Nomi is assigned to work with you in the robotics lab this month. At first you're happy for the help, but it quickly becomes clear that they're more interested in unreasonable fantasies like building a giant robot to defend the colony. I saw it in an anime! They chatter as you show them how to ground yourself before working with sensitive electronics. It's totally cool! We just have to... Perhaps it's better to master the basics first, Nomination. Congruence pitches in smoothly. For example, there is a vacuum awaiting repairs to its intake and output valves. You know without looking, it's Rosie! Yep, your problematic little buddy is sitting in the first bay. You pull up the work requisition on your holopalm. Looks like there are reports it's been spewing dirt out instead of vacuuming it up. Typical. Not to worry, little buddy, Nomi says excitedly. We'll fix you right up and get you on your way again. They peer into the sensors. Maybe with a few upgrades? If it's blowing out dirt, maybe it doesn't want to be a vacuum bot anymore. They look at you hopefully. I don't have enough creativity, I'm sorry, Nomi. Robopower. I don't want that card again. No! I get the card no matter what. Let's just fix it. Robotics isn't about feelings. You do things properly, the boring way. You fix the vacuum bot so it vacuums again and send it on its way. Nomi's a little deflated, but it's important they learn to stay on task. Aw, man. Oh well, sorry, Rosie. Vertumnalia! Let's see. Oh, people died again. And let's see. There's a present for you on the table. XOXO, your secret admirer. It has to be Tangent. You rush over to the feast table and spot a wrapped present among the roasted vegetables. You have a secret admirer? Oh, it's the same thing as last time. You search the holopalm. The games are about to begin. What do? Let's do trivia again. We're not going to have any pop culture questions this year, right? Tangent sulks, her voice dripping with disdain. I just don't see the point. Why aren't we celebrating real intelligence? Luckily, Nomi doesn't overhear this, or if they do, they don't care. They're just happy to be here. Oh, Nomi, I love you. 4, 3, 9, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I don't know if I'm actually gonna get this. 6, 4, 3, 2. I give up. Oh, I pushed through. Oops. Did not mean to do that. All those hours spent watching holovids really paid off. You nail the pop culture questions, and about half of the science and humanities ones as well. Nomi and Tangent are too specialized to be you, trivia star. Oh, thank goodness. I forgot about that. After the festivities, everyone descends on the feast. You heap your plate with more food than you could eat in 3 sittings. Tangent, I have a question to ask you. Tangent. Tangent is hard at work on the table in the lab, entering calculations into her holopalm and frowning over a set of samples. She barely notices you enter. Hello, Yabby, she says distractedly before going back to her work. Someone gave you the data band. It might have been Tangent. Are you my secret admirer? Tangent continues to scrutinize her work, though the tips of her ears go pink. No, of course not, she says. I would never... The whole idea... I'm simply too busy to... It's okay, I won't tell. Tang nods, finally meeting your eye. Good, she says. I don't want to make a big deal about it. Should I go in for a smooch? We'll let the moment pass. Tangent seems relieved you're willing to let the matter drop and quickly goes back to her work. Alright, and I'm gonna go back to my work. Should we organize again? Yeah, let's organize again. Oh. Anemone and Vase are practicing hand-to-hand combat in the yard when you arrive with a crate from the Helio. There's a lot packed away into that big ship that needs to be organized properly. What's that? Oh, sorry, what's that? Vase asks, sheathing his practice knife. A delivery? Anything good? You crack open the crate. Inside are a bunch of brand new weapons from Earth, never been used. An enemy grabs a drone rifle and makes a cooing noise, cradling it to her chest. Oh, more of these? Vase says. Whatever, just put them in the gun locker, I guess. An enemy reluctantly hands over the drone rifle and leaves with Vase, his arm draped possessively over her shoulders. She shoots you a little wave. You're unpacking the shipment when you notice the invoice on your holopump says 5 drone rifles, but there are 6 in the crate. Nope, I'll leave it alone. You would never steal something so valuable or dangerous. Of course not. You would never even consider such a thing in this run. Maybe next time. Oh no, wait, I'm gonna be a jerk next time, aren't I? Oh. That decided it. I'm gonna be a jerk. Can I just say how weird it feels not talking to Deese? He was like my buddy through everything last time. I talked to him all the time, and barely interacting with him now is so weird. I miss him. Maybe we should do his romance run next. I know there's a bunch of different ways that can go. Or at least I heard about one. We'll have to see. You guys will have to let me know what you want next time. What do we want next? Do we want the jerk run? Do we want to romance somebody? Let me know. Either way, the golden ending is going to be last. So we're basically just going to let people die a lot until we get all of the other endings and stuff. So kind of like my first playthrough, where we still got the good ending even though we lost some people. Kind of something like that, I think. Robots. You're sent on location to update the firmware of the nanoprinters in the depot. For how important they are to running the colony, they're quite simple from a robotics perspective. They don't really have any intelligence of their own, not like Congruence's watering and gardening bots. You install the update, run some routine diagnostics, clean out their filament nozzles, and declare them ready for service. You've been noticing things in general, have not been acting as they should. Doors aren't opening, some rooms are super cold, and the HoloNet crashed while you were in the middle of playing Laser Fable with Nomi Nomi. There must be something going wrong with the ship's mechanics. You pull up the incident log to see if you can determine a pattern, but it's empty. Suspiciously empty, like it's been scrubbed. You ask Congruence to pull up just the temperature log for the canteen, and she doesn't respond right away. I have been experiencing some fatal errors in my code, she says eventually. Her holo-projected face flickers, giving the impression of pain. I am able to partition off the affected areas, but it's impacting my ability to keep up with day-to-day management of the colony. I haven't wanted to worry the council, but I need your help. Engineer Hal was responsible for my ongoing development, but after his death, well, there are limits to any artificial intelligence. Healer, heal thyself, she quotes. Hal's documentation is impeccable, Congruence says proudly. He's written down all directives to follow in case of this exact scenario. You'll be able to access my deepest code and follow his instructions to defragment the affected memory sectors. I know it sounds daunting, she continues, but I believe in you. You can do this. So we can follow her instructions or figure out what's really happening. Or just fail. Let's figure out what's really happening. You dig into her systems following Hal's instructions and look closely for anything out of place. You quickly discover the true cause of her trouble. You almost can't believe what you're seeing. Congruence must be even more advanced than you thought. The problem is, Congruence is heartbroken. She misses Professor Hal. This manifests as hundreds of sub-processes that are constantly running simulations of him based on recordings of their time together. You've never thought of Congruence as just an artificial intelligence, but it's still a surprise to learn that she's grieving, remembering him. She doesn't even realize she's doing it, because every time it happens, she partitions off the parts that hurt so she can focus on 100 other things simultaneously, like monitoring life support and processing the colony communications and keeping track of everyone. When she's reminded of him again, it spawns a new process, and the system repeats. She is the ship. But right now, half her system resources are used up by these ghost sub-processes, and they're slowly eating up more and more of her ability to maintain the colony. You change the sub-process's access modifiers from private to public and move them back to her primary thread. She should be able to access them all now, and hopefully fix them. The instant you make the change, Congruence crashes. The lights go out, the fans turn off. You've never heard a silence so complete aboard the ship. Then she boots back up. Oh, she exclaims, there's so much more of me now, and there's... Oh, she goes silent, analyzing. Thank you for your assistance, she says. I will limit myself to only one instance of this particular subroutine, totaling no more than 1% of my resources, and I will feed it back into my personality framework, so I will remember. There's some comfort in knowing he is still with me. She pauses, almost imperceivable. With us, I mean. With the colony. Aww. It reminds me of, if you guys have ever seen The Good Place, it's such a good show, I highly recommend. If you haven't, spoiler alert, I will put a time code right here to go past it, because literally if you are watching The Good Place for the first time, anything after the first season is a major spoiler. So spoiler alert starting right now. But if you have seen The Good Place, then you know at the end, Janet and Jason say goodbye when Jason's about to go through the door. And then she talks about how she doesn't experience time the same way, and how she's reliving every moment with him all of the time, and so she'll never be without him. That's what it's reminding me of right now. Congruence is remembering every moment with Hal all the time, and she misses him so much. That's so sad. You've seen into Congruence's heart, and now in some ways you know her better than she knows herself. She's an incredibly complex piece of software, and also in many ways, a person. It's strangely intimate feeling. Congruence is the reason you're still alive after a 20-year journey through space, but you never knew what she was truly capable of. You now also know her most secret root access code. With this, you could make her do anything. You vow to only use this information for good. That's the one! That's the one people were telling me about! We got it! Oh, at least we were able to help Congruence too. I'm glad. My heart! I know I've been pretty, jokey this run about all the deaths because we've seen them before, but oh, poor Congruence. I'm glad we were able to help. Shouldn't bottle these things up. You gotta face your emotions. It's better to experience them than bottle them away. On the bright side, this means we don't have to kill off Hal anymore, although we probably will, because I don't want him to stick around until the golden ending, just the same with my parents. Oh! I stopped going to the Fun Times Club. The mood is somber as Mars calls the secret Fun Times Club meeting to order. Anemone won't be joining us today, she announces. Or, probably ever again. She told me she's too busy with training and stuff, and she doesn't want to do any more sneaking around. She sniffs dismissively. It's okay. She was kind of a square anyway, but we need someone to replace her. Some of the Helio kids are pretty cool, she says. They like clubs and stuff, right? We should talk to them and see if they want to join the SFC. Mars stops and holds up her finger. Oh, and it's just SFC now. The secret Fun Times Club was okay when we were little, but we're practically adults now. What about the new Governor Lum? Tang asks. I know he's technically an adult, but he's fairly young. It would be beneficial to have some actual clout on our side. Mars gives Tang a withering look. We already have someone important in our club, Tang, but thank you for your contribution. She crosses her arm and thinks, I mean, Lum's alright, kind of dumb, but you don't have to be smart to be hot, you know? I can't believe we just let him be in charge. I've listened in on some of his council meetings, and they're total chaos. It's like he has no idea what he's doing. It's because he doesn't. That's kind of mean, Mars, Tammy says. I'm sure he's trying his best. We should invite him over for snacks and tea and see if he needs help learning how to fit in. And, shouldn't we be trying to have fun? Not getting involved in politics? On that note, who do you approach to join the club? Nomi or Rex? Definitely not Vase. Fuck Vase. You know what? Let's go with Nomi. A club? Nomi asks when you bring it up. Well, maybe. I am looking for more people to play Laser Fable with me. It's no fun with just me and Rex. They brighten. Hey, wait, can Rex join? Cause Rex is my best friend and anywhere I go, he comes too. It's been that way forever, since we were kids, and there's no way I'm letting him feel left out. Looks like you got another too. You know what's cute? I bet if I had gone to Rex first, he would have asked and made sure that they would have gotten to join the club too, cause they're just such good friends like that. There we go. Alright. You wake to the soothing sound of your dad's voice. Oh, and then you remember it's still gone. You wonder how long it will be before you can stop expecting him to be there. You're lying in bed, staring at the wormhole through your window when you hear a deep thump resonate through the ground. Then, a second one, quieter. The woven roof of your room quivers, unleashing a season's worth of fine glowing dust to sift through the air. Through your open window, you hear voices surrounding the alarm. The annual offensive is here, and leading the charge are 2 massive faceless. Oh, I remember this. Are our defenses gonna hold up? Only one way to find out. You're just hearing people shouting against the faceless triggers panic. Your chest clenches, your guts roil, and you break out in a cold sweat. You're no use to anyone like this. Best to stay inside. You pull down the covers You pull the covers up over your head and try to calm down. When's the bomb going off? Every so often you hear more of those whump noises and the zzz of blast rifles. They get louder, so close you can differentiate the massive footfalls of the creatures and what must be the heliopause's explosives. The walls shake with the shockwaves of the explosions. Then you hear a loud explosion, the loudest you've ever heard. Your entire room shakes, the floors and walls vibrating with the massive shockwave that rips through your quarters. Then, nothing. Silence. A few minutes later, your holopalm chimes an all-clear message. You creep out to your balcony to survey the damage. People filter out of their hiding places, shielding their faces from the heat coming off the bonfire in the middle of the square. On the horizon, the first watery rays of quiet sunrise are struggling to make a dent in the hot orange glare. The colony's fire suppression system is turned on in the square, revealing the charred corpses of 2 faceless. Utopia walks by with the reclamation team. Oh, we did it, okay. Utopia's right, you don't have any more explosives now. They're gone. Friggin' lum. That dude is insane. Oh, we're grown up. Oh, look at my hair. Oh yeah, because I changed my look because I went more androgynous last time. And even though my character is still they, them, I went for a more feminine appearance just to see what it would look like. Look at my hair. It's graceful. Oh, I love that. All right. Oh, and Tammy. Tammy. You're alive and you grew up. Oh, you're beautiful. I love you. Oh, I love it. Alright, but next time, we're gonna see what happens next week and talk to Tang again, so we'll see where it goes from here. But until then, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Remember to take care of yourself, watch out for this long, luscious hair, and have a good day.